Okay.
Oh, hey! Breaking news! I ran out of ideas for cold opens to steal from other people. So, here's a show. Let's just say it's a Discord. Welcome, everybody. Coming at you live every Friday, 4:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right before your beloved YouTube Saints. Which
Why are
tonight
you so
has
useless?
Salvia, Money, Salvia.
Yeah, yeah, speaking of, Eric, yeah, he'll be the guest on the main show tonight, and, if you guys are a fan of my shitposting during the show, definitely tune in tonight, because, as I believe it was Nick, rightly guessed, I learned everything I know from Eric, so it should be interesting.
Also, if you want to support our show, be sure to send them Streamlabs now with references to this show, because that'll just make me laugh.
It makes for good fun.
Here's
I want to
$50.
see it.
Yeah, say, here's $50. It is all for Addie. Dables gets none. Rimshee smells.
I do not smell.
You, no, you have a nose, don't you?
No, actually.
He doesn't. I've met him in person. Haven't you seen his profile picture?
I'm sorry for your loss. Hi, Bio.
Yeah. Addie's always on. What the fuck?
I'm, yeah, I am always on the boys' dick. Like, okay, so my 4 favorite YouTubers, 2 of them host a show every Wednesday and Friday. The other 2 are Eric and Justin Wang. So, yeah.
Yep.
How do you think she got on this show?
Wait, what about Cellophane and Fat Pat?
So, okay, 6 then.
Oh, you should be on my side. Fuck Cellophane and Fat Pat.
Look,
Never
look.
respond.
I would be like a more active Poisoning the Well fan if they fucking uploaded content more often.
Yeah.
It's hard to fangirl over personalities that are never around.
To be fair, they've been killing it with their Sunday night live streams.
This is true. I'm a big fan of their live channel.
Yeah. Subscribe to that if you can find it.
Yeah, even if
A channel that's changing YouTube.
yeah. Even
To
if
be
those
fair,
things
Bar,
are
I was
completely-
born without a sense of smell. I didn't lose it in boot camp.
Oh, I thought it was all the crayons that made you lose it.
No.
Wait, so you'll never be able to smell a fresh box of crayons?
There are
No,
things you
I'm
just
gonna
have to
do a
imagine.
thing.
You know what? Bar's got a point.
There. Yeah. Also, Larry, there you go. Now you can't be oppressed anymore. At least not by Addie.
All right, so
I'm
real quick,
so
let's go
sorry.
through Discord news. There is none. Let's move on.
Yay! Oh,
What the
be on
hell?
the lookout for somebody with the username Sweetboy. That's all I have to say.
Oh no, what? Why?
On the lookout for somebody with the username Sweetboy. I'll explain to you off air, Addie.
Oh, okay. So just,
Yeah.
say something
If they
cryptic
join,
on the
let a moderator
show.
know.
Oh, okay. All right.
All right, let's
I'll
transition to the main page.
Okay, fair enough.
Alright. So, you guys want to talk about white people and how they're ruining society and the world?
Well, white
Hey, I'm a
people
white
and-
people, sure.
White people. White people. Are you gonna do something
It's
with
all-
this, or?
Yeah, I'll do something with it. What?
Bar, it's only kind of a bit. I actually have a very reduced sense of smell and never had a strong ability to sense smells. My girlfriend, Miss Rimshee, is constantly shocked by it. So, while this is a bit that I have absolutely no sense of smell, but while that is a bit, it's not based on entire falsehood.
Yeah. Now, are they gonna come with like? Are they gonna come out with like nose implants? You know how they have glasses for people that are colorblind. They're gonna have nose implants for people that have a reduced sense of.
No, because it's a matter of. I think in my case, it's a matter of how much of the brain is dedicated to it, to that specific section. Because I have a much stronger, I have a much stronger visual acuity than a lot of people. So.
Yeah. Well, with a reduced sense of smell, you aren't tasting everything to its full potential.
No, that's true.
Yeah. Speaking of food, white people's diets are killing the environment. Study.
That transition worked remarkably well.
It was a stretch.
Unplanned for the win!
White people are already accused of hogging the majority of jobs, film roles, and housing, and now they're getting blamed for eating up Earth's natural resources too. Darn white people and their lips cards. Eating. Caucasian populations are disproportionately contributing to climate change through their eating habits, which uses up more food and emits more greenhouse gases than the typical diets of Black and Latinx communities, according to a new report published in the Journal of Industrial Ecology. Now, is this in the U.S. or is this worldwide? Researchers tracked information from multiple databases to identify foods considered environmentally intense by requiring more precious resources such as water, land, and energy to produce, and as a result, releasing more greenhouse gases such as carbon dioxide through production and distribution. Potatoes, beef, apples, and milk are some of the worst offenders. Apples, I.
Huh.
The food pipeline, which includes its production, distribution, and waste, contributes significantly to climate change through the production of greenhouse gases and requires significant amounts of water and land, which also has environmental effects, says Joe Bozeman, a student at the University of Illinois at Chicago who helped author the study. The EPA provided data on per capita food consumption rates for more than 500 food groups, including water, plus estimates of the NIH on individual diets. Data showed that whites produced an average of 680 kilograms of the CO2 a year contributed to food and drink, whereas Latinx individuals produced 640 kilograms and blacks 600 kilograms. Not that much of a difference, guys. They also found that diets of white people required 328,000 liters of water on average per year. Latinx used just 307,000 liters, and blacks 311,800 liters. Both blacks and Latinx individuals used more land per capita, with 1,770, 1,700 square meters per year, respectively, than white people with just 1,550. Nevertheless, white people still made the greatest overall climate. While the difference may not be enormous, these numbers are per individual, and when you add up all those individuals, it's very clear that whites are responsible for the majority of greenhouse gases emitted as a result of their food choices, says both. Okay. I can't call them Latino. It's not what was written. Plus, there's Latinas. I don't want to leave them out.
Latinx. Latinx. Fuck them. Seriously, they might be traps. Fuck them.
No, this isn't BuzzFeed. This is New York Post. Biotech, babe. So, a few things. Something tells me that they're just talking about the U.S., which is a majority white country. So, of course, it's going to be white people producing more, in general. Yeah. Ward, I'm not going to set up a Streamlabs yet because I don't think we deserve it. But if you do want to donate to the boys with references to this show that they won't understand when they finally read them when their show starts.
Well, Jeff might, because he tries to catch the show periodically.
Yeah, he sometimes listens in while he's setting up, but shh, we don't know that.
I would love for it to be a thing, like, alright, before the show, we're all donating to the boys, so they have to read stuff that makes absolutely no sense, and they've got, like, 10 super chats, or not super chats, 10 Streamlabs that don't make any sense.
Yep.
But are very currently pertinent to what we're talking about.
Exactly. So yeah, anything else to say about white people and their diets? Because that's the biggest issue with climate change.
They mentioned cows, right?
Yeah, they mentioned... So the 4 biggest ones were potatoes, beef, apples, and milk.
That's
are
right.
The worst offenders.
Shocker that milk's on that list if beef is. But...
You know what? You know what's funny is all of those things are things that my state is really well known for producing some of the most.
Well, Mr. Rimshee and I had steak last night, so we're helping the environment by getting rid of some of the meat in the world.
Yep. Gotta get rid of the cows somehow. They can't survive in the wild on it. I'm trying my best, but they just keep coming.
I can only eat so fast.
Yep.
Crab, why do you keep tagging me?
What? Yeah, the Streamlabs comments. Okay, anyways. Let's just move on and talk about, well, rich white people.
Yeah, let's go from blaming white people to white people who deserve blame. Lori Loughlin doesn't seem to realize she might go to jail. By the way, Addie, we're saving the next one for you. I think you're gonna enjoy it.
Oh no.
Does Addie... Wait, did you give Addie the order?
I don't know if I have the order. You send it... You post it in the live chat, because otherwise I'm gonna have to just be weird.
I think it's more entertaining for everyone if I go into it blind, and you guys are just like, here, read this one, Eddie.
I like it.
Is it the one that Gables just posted?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck. What? Okay, alright. Save that. Let me save the reaction.
Yeah, anyways, go ahead. Let's talk about the privilege of rich white people.
Let's talk about Aunt Becky. When faced with the prospect of serving hard jail time as a result of paying hundreds of thousands of dollars to get your kids into the party school of their choice, as well as the demise of a successful career playing an antique dealer who solves what show is that? Someone in chat, tell me what show that is. Because I have no idea. Wait, Biotech Babe, you have nudes? Where?
Send nudes to lessersaintsofdiscord@gmail.com.
Anyway, most people would probably keep their heads down and try to avoid attracting attention as much as possible. Most people, however, aren't Aunt Becky. On Wednesday, actress Lori Loughlin, who is best known... Why did I say it described? What the fuck was wrong with my face? Who is best known for portraying Rebecca Becky Donaldson on the beloved 1990s sitcom Full House, and on the recent reboot Fuller House, seemed blissfully blissfully unaware of her dire legal circumstances as she signed autographs for fans outside a Boston courthouse.
Yeah. Oh, I'm about to... Honestly, I think she's feeling pretty cocksure because Jesse Smollett got off. I think that's what it is.
Oh, no. He all charges were dropped, but there's potentially an FBI investigation into that right now, so...
Yeah.
We'll see!
But that doesn't mean she's focusing on that.
Nope. Clad in a camel hair coat.
What?
Yeah.
What?
Camel hair coat. I first read that as camel toe hair, but we'll just keep going.
Oh,
a gray sweater.
Okay, you said that weird. I was envisioning a coat made of like camel scalps. So confused.
A gray sweater and oversized black rimmed glasses. Lachlan was all smiles as she posed with fans, with some supporters shouting, "Free Aunt Becky!" and "Pay my tuition!" That doesn't sound like a supporter. That second one.
Oh, God.
Reports that she responded by giving a thumbs up and saying, "You got it, dude," are unconfirmed at this time. Yeah, no, that doesn't sound like something for her.
No. That was the Olsen twins.
Oh. Lachlan is accused of paying $500,000 to college admission scam mastermind Rick Singer to get her daughters into the University of Southern California by falsely claiming that they were crew athletes. Which, I have done crew. I was a coxswain.
What? What?
I was the coxswain. Don't worry about it. Despite the fact that neither of them had ever rowed crew. She faces charges of conspiracy to commit mail fraud and honest services fraud and a maximum of 5 years in prison. She is one of 50 people charged in connection with this scandal. On social media, the response to Lachlan's behavior was fairly split. While some viewed her sunny demeanor as inappropriate given the circumstances, others praised her iconic courthouse look, or look, as some fashionistas might prefer. What the fuck? I was a coxswain, Bar.
You were a coxswain?
I was a coxswain. Anyway. An unflappably cheery persona. The positive comments echoed those in support of Anna Delvey, the so-called Soho grifter, who also made headlines when she appeared in court last week wearing a low-cut muumuu dress and Celine glasses. What the fuck is up with these people? Also, I don't know who the hell Anna Delvey is. In reality, Lachlan likely has very little to smile about. On Wednesday, TMZ reported that a federal law enforcement official said that prosecutors will likely recommend that Lachlan and Felicity Huffman, another prominent actress embroiled in the scandal, will serve some prison time as part of a potential plea bargain, partially as a way to make an example of them. You can't have people being treated differently because they have money. The official told TMZ, "That's how we go to this. How we got to this place. Every defendant will be treated the same."
Yeah, right. Shut the fuck up.
So enjoy the limelight while you can, Aunt Becky, because there's a strong possibility that the next autograph you sign could be on the bottom of a woman's state penitentiary entry form. Get ready for the clam bake.
Oh, jeez. I liked your little addition there at the end. Yeah. Actually, that's something that I didn't think about. Because of the Jussie Smollett thing, other judges might be harsher on people with money and fame at this moment. Oh.
Yeah.
Good.
Goodbye, Aunt Becky.
Aunt Becky's going to jail, and I don't feel bad about it.
Yeah. I don't feel bad about it either. She fucked up.
No.
She's robbing other people of a potential future.
Yeah. No, she's taking spots that are... Yeah. And it isn't one of her daughters one of the dumb bitches who is like, I don't care about school, live on a live stream or a video or something?
Probably.
I think so. So, I mean, literally, you're putting your kid in a party school where they could be getting an education, but they're not going to, because... Fuck, why should I worry about what I get when I am just a fashionista who doesn't give a fuck?
Yeah. Reminds me of Billy Madison, where his dad just paid his way through all of high school.
Yeah. Oh, stupid shit.
Wait, Crab, why did you post shit and cross promote? We post shit and show announcements. You don't need to do that for us, man.
Appreciate it, but...
Yeah.
No, fuck you, you fucking idiot. You're an embarrassment. Get your fucking life together. Oh my god.
Jesus.
Addie.
What?
Do I need to get the... Do I need to get the leash in the kennel again?
Now you're attacking Crab. Crab's a loyal watcher, okay? Can't just do that.
Do we need to put you in the kennel again?
Oh, please, Daddy, yes.
Oh,
I mean, no, please, no. Oh, no.
Fine, I'm gonna tie you to a tree outside
please.
naked.
No.
Don't ask how.
You're in California. It's warm over there. It just fucking snowed today.
Well, speaking of people hurting each other, and
Oh,
hey,
right.
Crap, speaking of shots fired.
Oh my god.
Let's go! You're reading this one, Addie.
Alright, here goes. Alright. Okay, this one's from Newsweek. Arkansas men arrested for taking turns shooting each other while wearing bulletproof vests after drinking. Okay.
Because they didn't do it before drinking.
They look like the kind of people who would...
I don't think drinking was a factor in this case. Looking at them, I don't think drinking was a factor.
2 men were arrested in Arkansas this week after allegedly taking turns shooting each other while wearing a bulletproof vest, a police report has said. Alright, wait. Were they both bundled into the same vest at the same time? Or were they like, okay, it's your turn, and then they...
I think they were switching.
Yeah.
Charles Eugene Ferris, age 50, and Christopher Hicks, age... I know so many people with the last name Hicks. Age 36, were detained on Monday after the incident, which took place on Sunday, and left one neighbor alarmed.
Yeah, the only one within earshot that still had teeth.
One neighbor alarmed. Details of the case were inside an arrest affidavit obtained by the Northwest Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Jesus Christ.
Surprisingly not Florida men.
They both have a look on their face like, why did we get arrested? This was consent. Like,
thought this was America.
yeah.
Am I gonna get my vest back?
Look, now I traded my favorite four-wheeler for that there rifle, so I'm gonna get that back, right? Yeah. According to the affidavit, a deputy with the Benton County Sheriff's Office first interviewed Ferris after he was admitted to hospital. Admitted to hospital? Who else is a fucking Brit? Late Sunday night.
Probably.
The man reportedly had a red spot on his upper chest, but tried to concoct an elaborate cover story for the injury, police said. As reported by 5 News, Ferris claimed an asset had paid him $200 for protection. He said the pair met another man at around 10 p.m. and ended up in a gun. Oh my god.
I love these guys.
So...
God, if only we could get a hold of them and have them on the show.
Real quick, Piggy's up in the chat if you're familiar with the kind of talk on like 4chan threads like K. Are you familiar with the term FUD? Because this is a straight up FUD fantasy right here that this guy fucking spun into the cops. Oh yeah, I'm
that's not
I'm a contractor on American soil and I was protecting an asset.
That's not quite a FUD fantasy.
You know, probably have like an M1 with all kinds of fucking like Magpul shit glued on it.
No, because a FUD that's more of a Marvin fantasy, the opposite of a FUD.
Oh yeah, true, yeah.
Yeah, a FUD would be like, why should I own this firearm? No one but the government needs to own this. I just need my old 30-30 with a wood stock so I can shoot me a deer. No one needs more than that.
Oh god.
Not about need, it's about freedom.
Oh my god.
America! Fuck yeah!
Fuck yeah!
I'm just thinking about the time. I'm just thinking about the time that I was at a family reunion and one of my drunkles was the same guy who earlier in the day said that nobody needs 5.56 because it'll blow a deer's head clean off, was then later brainstorming how to use dynamite in archery.
I mean, he's wrong. 5.56 won't blow a deer's head off.
I get the impression that he's never fired it.
I get the impression he's a dumb fucking FUD.
Oh, God.
Although Marvins aren't much better, they're just on the opposite side of the spectrum.
Yeah. Well, what's it? I know in the car scene, someone who gets like a tasteful car and then does like horrible mods to it to make it look terrible, like they go to AutoZone and get all the shit right off the shelf. That's called ricing it out. What is the term?
But the flames on the side add 10 horsepower, don't they?
What is like the gun terminology of someone that takes like an M1 Garand and puts all kinds of Magpul shit all over it?
Gear queer.
Yeah, is it? Is it? Because I thought that was just someone who just gets like all the top of the line shit just because they know it's the most expensive.
No. Gear queer is used for people who overload their firearms with too many accessories. Usually.
Oh, okay.
And usually those people also get like the cheap Magpul stuff, or it's all.
But
like you've got magazines that click together, and so you can just swap it, and you've got like a stack of 6. You've also got a bipod, like 3 flashlights.
I get it. They're called a gear queer because they love to accessorize.
Yes.
Yeah.
But, no, like, there's a specific term. Rimshee, I can't believe you don't know it. There's a specific term for people that take, like, a vintage... like a classic.
Are you talking about rifle. A Bubba?
A Bubba, that's the one. Yes. Yes. Yeah, where they'll put, like, a Magpul, like, MOE stock from an M4. Like, they'll cut the stock off of an M1. And somehow... like with tech screws, like self-tapping screws,
JB
put a fucking
Weld.
buffer tube on it. Yeah, put a buffer tube on it so they can put like an MOE stock on it. Yeah. Bubba, that's the fucking term I was looking for. And then they put like an ACOG on it, and it's like, what the fuck? Anyway,
Bubbas are the most amateur of gunsmiths that belong nowhere near the trade.
Oh my god. Okay. Oh, fuck, where did I leave off? This is the end of okay. The 50-year-old told the deputy he was hit multiple times, but returned shots and fled in a car. That's worse than what really happened, because then you're admitting to a crime you didn't commit, but you're telling the cop that you had a reckless discharge.
No, what he's saying is that he was paid to be a bodyguard. At which point, it's not a reckless discharge. It's a discharge in the line of doing your job.
But without proper security licensing, he still shouldn't do it.
So if you willingly fire at another person and you're not licensed to do things like that,
depends on your state laws.
Is that attempted homicide?
I don't know. I don't know what Arkansas is like.
I'm pretty. We should ask Jeremy.
Yeah.
Okay. So the lesson to take away from paragraph fucking 5 of this article, is if you're gonna make a cover story to get out of being in trouble for shooting guns at your friend, don't make the cover story incriminate you worse than what actually happened.
Well, check with your local laws before you make the cover story.
Oh my god.
Oh, fun fact, the first bulletproof vest was actually tested by a person wearing it.
There are people who actually test bulletproof vests nowadays, but that's usually to advertise the vest and show proof of their trust in it.
You know what's scarier than that? Being the guy that tested the first shark suit. Alright, you're gonna jump in the water with this great white, and you're gonna let it bite you.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna get my $20 though, right? Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll pull you out and give you $20. No worries. Well, did you see any blood? No, but he's certainly going down a good distance. I don't know how far before that great white stops.
I'm not suicidal, but $20 is $20.
You kidding? I would have taken the $20, but that they wouldn't. It would have taken less than that to get me to do it.
Are you a thrill seeker, Rimshee?
No, the hot blonde in the corner.
Oh, fair enough. Alright, he said he was taken to the hospital by the so-called asset. Later, he admitted making up the tale in an attempt to protect his friend. Blah, blah, blah. Leslie Ferris, the man's wife, had a different recollection of events. She told police that he had been drinking outside their home with his neighbor Hicks when gunfire erupted. The couple's residence is located in Rogers, a city in Benton County. I love that the wife is like is probably sick of him doing shit like this, so he's like, no, I'm fucking ratting you out.
Like I said, I don't think alcohol had a meaningful factor to play in this.
No, I think I don't think it was a meaningful factor, other than it's what brought these two dudes to sit around and chat with each other and be like, "Hey, I got the bulletproof vest."
I want to know what the rifle is, though.
It's a 22.
Yeah, but what kind of 22? Lots of shit's chambered in 22.
Yeah, it's a 22 semi-automatic rifle. That's all they're saying from what I've seen so far.
When confronted by investigators, the husband changed his story. According to the affidavit, he confirmed they were drinking and playing with a bullet-resistant vest. After asking Hicks to shoot him, he was hit in the chest with a .22 caliber semi-automatic rifle, leaving a mark. Oh, so his buddy threw the rifle at him, and that's what hit him. That's how this sentence was put together. After asking Hicks to shoot him, he was hit in the chest with a .22 caliber semi-automatic rifle.
Okay.
So his buddy threw it really fucking hard at him. Local
what
media
did he-
outlet.
No.
What he did was he put his finger in the barrel and then pulled the trigger and used the propulsion to shoot the gun at him.
Oh my god.
God, anyone who believes that sticking your finger in the barrel of a gun is going to stop a bullet needs to be shot. Mostly because that's what'll end up happening.
You will lose your finger
totally
and probably
works.
have your hand.
Like the bullet can't come out. Your finger's gonna stop it.
I was gonna ask if you guys have read that like Tumblr argument.
Where do you think that came from?
Yeah.
I do have a semi-related thing to this I want to say once this is done, by the way.
Okay, yeah, if I can.
No, but here's the thing, though. If you put your finger in the barrel and you leave the gun loose and you pull the trigger, then it'll touch your finger and launch the gun.
Alright, Jables, drop a GoPro on your head. Go out in the field and test out this theory for us. Report back with the results when you wake up from the blood loss.
You won't wake up from blood loss. You'll just go even deeper into sleep.
Yeah. Local media outlet Kark TV. What the fuck? Reported Ferris asserted that he had been left pissed about the injury and then unloaded the clip into Hicks. Don't re.
Well, we don't know what firearm it is, so I can't re.
This is true.
It may be a clip, but he's also probably a dumbass and means mag.
This is why I was wondering about like what kind of caliber or what kind of rifle it is, because my brother had something I'd never seen before. I'm not really a real gun person. I play airsoft, but my brother has a hunting rifle he uses. It's an M4, but it's a New York legal M4, so it's got like a hunting rifle like buttstock on it. It doesn't have a pistol grip because they're not legal, I guess. And it's a 22 M4 style rifle. It's fucking weird. I did not know they exist. And it's got a 10 round mag. So weird.
Well, fuck it, I'll say it now.
Bye.
I'm sure a bunch of people are aware. Probably no one actually pays attention to this show. Except maybe Griggs, but he doesn't pay attention to this show. Yeah, California, we had a judge pass down a 98-page ruling that the 10-round magazine magazine limit is unconstitutional.
Huh.
As of today, 10 minutes ago, officially they cannot enforce. You can no longer sell the magazines in California or ship them to California or transfer them within California. But that's only a stay of enforcement until the appeals process is done. So another 2 years, and California may be a little more free again.
Oh, I thought. Never mind, I'm not going to say it on there.
Yeah, check this fucking thing out. This is what my brother hunts with. Except it won't fucking... Okay, I'll just post it in here. One of you guys can throw it up on the screen if you feel like it. This, like, when I saw this, I was tremendously confused. I thought he custom built it, and I was like, why?
Still waiting on the image.
Oh,
there it is. Yeah, that's also a California legal AR.
Yeah, it's a, I don't remember if his is a Titman or a Colt, but it's chambered in 22, it's got a 10-round mag, and yeah, it's got a buffer tube and like a rifle stock thing. It's so weird.
Honestly, I'm considering making a featureless AR for my purposes, because that's the only thing legally you can have with more than a 10-round magazine when it comes to the AR platform. Because of stupid stuff, but I would love to see the assault weapons ban gotten rid of.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's go back to this article.
Right. Okay. So, see, I'm the worst host on this.
Well, everyone knows I have strong feelings about guns.
Local media outlet Cark TV reported Ferris asserted that he had been left pissed about the injury and then unloaded the clip into Hicks, who by this stage was wearing the vest. The friend was struck 5 times in the back. Luckily, none of the bullets pierced the material. One local neighbor told 5 News he was concerned about his children who live nearby. I have 3 kids. 2 of them still live at home here, right next to them. They shoot as many as 50 to 100 rounds at a time. I just want to make sure it's not just left hanging, no charges. Man, I've got something to say about every fucking paragraph in here. There has to be something done about it. If nothing is done, it could escalate into someone getting seriously injured. Maybe somebody that is not on their property, he added. Both Ferris and Hicks were arrested on suspicion of aggravated assault, a Class D felony, which carries a potential penalty of 6 years in prison and a fine of up to $10,000.
Also, a loss of firearms rights.
Yeah. So yeah. The neighbor that has a. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, go ahead. Eddie.
About the neighbor that has a problem with them doing it. It's like, unless he's seen them being reckless. Fuck you, frankly. Like, it's his fucking property if he wants to fire guns off. That's his American fucking right.
Well, it is kind of reckless, because...
Like, if he's doing it towards their house, that's something.
Wait. Just a little safety fact here.
Okay.
Once a bulletproof vest is hit by a single bullet, it reduces its integrity to take more bullets. So shooting him 6, like, fuck.
Well, yeah, that was the next thing that I was going to touch on, is that you never want to shoot a vest in the same spot multiple times.
There are some, when you have an additional plate, there are certain plates that you can get away with that. Primarily the metal plates.
But every shot that it takes, it gets riskier and riskier. So,
well, not with a metal plate. You just run the risk of losing the anti-spalding material.
Did they say it was one with the metal plate, or was it Kevlar?
No, I'm not saying which one it is. I'm just saying I'm making a comment. And the fact that this guy had a red dot in his chest, I'd venture to say it's probably Kevlar. Mm-hmm. So in his case, he's being stupid.
Yep.
Fun fact, I once lived with a guy that made his living from sewing sheets of Kevlar into people's clothes and backpacks.
To stop a BB?
Well, no, he had multiple sheets, so you'd use more sheets if you wanted to stop bullets. It was mostly for, like, knives and things. It was martial arts shit.
I have an idea. How about you live a lifestyle that doesn't put you in, like at the risk of getting stabbed often? Like, what the fuck?
I would rather.
That sounds like agoraphobia.
Yeah, I would rather have Kevlar linings in my sleeves than not have them in case somebody tries to mug me with them.
I mean, by that logic, why not just walk around in a suit of armor all day?
Because it's cumbersome.
Okay. Yeah.
If I could, I would walk around everywhere with my plate carrier. But this is California, and it's full of stupid people, so...
Maybe I'm just not that fucking paranoid, I don't know.
I've seen the world, dear.
Okay, well, fair enough, yeah.
Somebody has attempted to mug me before.
Yeah. Oh, I've been mugged 3 times. I'm still not walking around wearing a Kevlar fucking vest, but that's just me.
No, it's not a Kevlar vest. It's literally like it's like a really thin sheet that you sew into the lining. Like in your sleeves.
Just an extra layer of protection.
Yeah. You don't even notice it. No, we didn't make school uniforms, Y2K and W, except for his family in Vietnam. So lots and lots of stabbing there. But
Yep.
Yep.
Well,
Yep.
shall we go from this to the science articles?
Yeah, time to get serious, guys.
Okay.
A little
Kinda.
serious. We said we'd read this last
Yes.
week. Well, last week we said we'd read it this week.
Yeah. You want to take this one, Rimshee?
Yeah, I got
have
it.
a feeling there's about to be sirens passing by.
Dark matter experiment finds no evidence of axions. Physicists from MIT and elsewhere have performed the first run of a new experiment to detect axions, hypothetical particles that are predicted to be among the lightest particles in the universe. If they exist, axions would be virtually invisible, yet inescapable. They could make up nearly 85% of the mass of the universe. In the form of dark matter, axions are particularly unusual in that they are expected to modify the rules of electricity and magnetism at a minute level. Hey, Addie, I'm getting some reverb through you.
How?
I don't know.
Oh yeah, it is lighting up. Why?
I don't know.
What the fuck? Hold on.
Alright, I'll just keep reading. In a paper published today in Physics Review Letters, the MIT-led team reports that in the first month of observations, the experiment detected no sign of axions within the mass range of 0.31 to 8.3 nanoelectrovolts. What the? This means that axions within this mass range, which is equivalent to about 1/quintillionth the mass of a proton, either don't exist, or they have an even smaller effect on electricity and magnetism than previously thought. This is the first time anyone has directly looked into the directly looked at this axion space, said Lindley Winslow, principal investigator of the experiment, and the Gerald R. the JRZ Career Development Assistant Professor of Physics at MIT. We're excited that we can now say we have a way to look here and we know how to do better. Winslow, God, this is kind of... Winslow, MIT co-author, Winslow's MIT co-authors include lead author Jonan Ouellet, Chiara Salami.
What?
It's Salemi, but Salami, fuck it. Zachary Bogard, Bogorard, Janet Conrad, Joseph... fuck this, I'm not reading all their names. Magnetars and Munchkins. While they are thought to be everywhere, axions are predicted to be virtually ghost-like, having only tiny interactions with anything else in the universe. As dark matter, they shouldn't affect your everyday life, Winslow says, but they're thought to affect things on a cosmological level, like the expansion of the universe and the formation of galaxies we see in the night sky. Because of their interactions with electromagnetism, axions are theorized to have a surprising behavior around magnetars, a type of neutron star that churns up a hugely powerful magnetic field. If axions are present, they can exploit the magnetar's magnetic field to convert themselves into radio waves, which can be detected with dedicated telescopes on Earth. In 2016, a trio of MIT theorists drew up a thought experiment for detecting axions inspired by the magnetar. The experiment was dubbed Abracadabra for the A-broadband reasoning approach to cosmic axion detecting with an amplifying B-field ring apparatus. And was conceived... God damn, that is one long fucking acronym, and was conceived by Thaler, who is an associate professor of physics and a researcher in the Laboratory for Nuclear Science and the Center for Theoretical Physics, along with Benjamin Safdie, then an MIT Pappalardo Fellow, and former graduate student of Jonathan Kahn. The team proposed... what?
Maybe I shouldn't have let you read this article.
I have no idea what this article's even about.
Basically, they were looking for really tiny particles that they think make up dark matter, and they didn't find them.
Yes, it's a quantum physics sort of. Yep.
Yeah, so we're gonna skip the rest of this because I think it's just we got through the good stuff. There wasn't any.
Yeah. There was a hypothesis that things were going to be there. They found out things aren't there, so now they have to start at square one.
Which is good science.
Yes. You see, Mom, if you're listening, the reason why science changes is because we do experiments and then we find out things are either true or not true, and we test the predictive quality of the hypotheses that are put forth. Okay. Sorry,
do you
had
really
to get that out there.
Do you really think your mom's listening?
Maybe. Probably not. Just in case.
After Arkansas Men, do you really think your mom would still be listening, even if she had been from the start?
Probably. She would think that article's hilarious.
Okay, fair enough. Well, let's go from space to space, man. Do you want to take this one?
Just do another space jump?
Let's just jump into it. Let's just
hop into it. SpaceX's Starship Hopper completes its first tethered hop.
Woohoo!
SpaceX's Starship got one tiny hop closer to launch on Wednesday. At approximately 8:56 p.m. EDT, Elon Musk's space company has fired the engine on its Starship Hopper at its Boca Chica, Texas facility. The craft was tethered during the approximately 1 minute long test, ensuring that its hop didn't take it too far from the ground. Soon after, Musk tweeted that the mission was a success. Star Hopper completed tethered hop. All systems green. The Starship Hopper, or Star Hopper in Musk's lingo, is a prototype for Starship and in development craft SpaceX. Okay, whoever wrote this, fuck you.
That's kind of where I was before.
Yeah, is a prototype for Starship and an in-development craft SpaceX hopes to use to send people to the moon, Mars, and even just on quick jaunts to other side of the Earth. Oh, to the other side of the Earth. That one was my bad. I didn't read it right. While this Star Hopper boasts one engine, the final Starship is expected to have 31.
Damn. This one's pretty cool. We're one step closer to commercial spaceflight, people. Be excited.
Yep. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm excited. I am
kinda
fucking excited.
Although, hey, I just hope they fix the whole, I'm debating whether or not I want to go to space before we have anti-gravity.
I absolutely want to go to space before we have before we have grav plating. I don't want artificial gravity when I go to space. Not the first time, at least. I want to feel that weightlessness. I want to go swimming in the air, and I want to do what porn companies are afraid to do. I want to fuck in space.
Fucking space.
And no, Addie, that's not Bubba Prime. That actually is somewhat reasonable.
fucking starfish of magazines.
Yeah, but that's so that you can quickly rotate and replace the magazine.
That's some shit a fucking G.I. Joe would come with. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
The only problem I see with that is that there aren't enough magazines on there.
Oh my fucking god. Put that up on the screen so everyone can make fun of it.
That one actually makes a lot more sense than a lot of the ones you see out there.
Mm-hmm.
Like, a lot of times you'll see that the magazines are connected side by side, and so you've got it weighted off to one side if you've got more than two connected to each other. And even then, you've got two connected to each other. When one's full, that's a lot of weight off center. Whereas with this, at least it's all fairly in line.
What if
Yeah.
What if you mounted a bunch of magazines to like a board that could like swivel and move around, and you started at one end and like fired full auto, and then picked up the rifle, dropped it onto the next mag, and went all the way down, and you call it the Freedom Train.
I have no idea what you just said.
You take a bunch of mags and you fix them all together with like a wooden plank, like side by side. So you take like 10 or 15 magazines, and then you take like an automatic firearm that uses those magazines. You slide it down over the first magazine, you fire off all the rounds, you hit the mag release, you pick it up, you drop it down onto the next magazine, and you go all the way down the line. And it's called Freedom Train.
You really don't need to do that, because they have magazines that literally connect side by side on each other.
It's called a Freedom Train! It's a funny joke. Fuck you. I hate you.
Why wouldn't you just get a belt-fed rifle?
Actually, to be perfectly honest, the Marines have apparently moved away from the belt-fed weapon. At least when it comes to they've gotten away from the saw, I should say.
Wait a second, did Addie just rage quit the fucking stream? Yep.
Get back in here.
Baby, come back.
Fuck off.
I love you, Addie.
And no, Crab, I will not be nice to Jables. That's like part of the show, is no one's nice to Jables. That's his character.
Why would you be?
He is unlovable.
He is alone. Forever alone.
I'm not lost without you. Okay.
Okay.
Wait,
Let's go to Mars.
wait, Bar, what did I say? What? I made a slur?
You should probably, here, Addie, here. You might like, you might like this one. You should read it. Now we can have Pinochet on Mars.
Alright.
Yeah, I think this one is totally Addie's.
Here we go. Alright. Space news from Universe Today. Subscribe to our weekly newsletter, a roundup of space news. Oh. Alright. Mars helicopter completes more test flights. It's almost ready to go to Mars. That headline is really all I need. A fucking helicopter on Mars. That's awesome.
Pinochet, the Martian fungi.
Wait, hold on. Real quick. At least the chat fucking loves me. Okay? Fuck you guys.
They're just telling you that because they feel sorry for you, Jables.
Oh.
At least it's something.
Oh, okay. I got you.
False hope is still better than nothing.
Yeah.
Oh god, alright. We've known for some time that NASA is sending a helicopter to Mars. I haven't. The vehicle, called the Mars helicopter, wow, fucking great job, nerds, real creative name there, is undergoing flight testing at NASA's Jet Propulsion Laboratory in California. See, that's the thing. People talk shit about California being like ultra liberal and like you can't live there unless you're an SJW. That's where all the cool shit is, though. That's where, like, when I was in LA, there's cool shit to see and do all the time. JPL is like one of the biggest ones. Thank
you, Crab, for DMing that to me. It always makes me laugh every time.
The little helicopter will make its eventual way to Mars as part of the Mars 2020 rover mission. The Mars helicopter is pretty small, less than 1.8 kg. It's made of lightweight carbon fiber and other materials like aluminum, silicon, and foil. The version being tested is the actual vehicle that will make the trip to Mars. The Mars helicopter is a technology demonstration mission. That means that the overall success of the Mars 2020 rover mission what? Oh, that I look capital, so I thought it was a. My speech impediment is acting up real bad tonight, guys. I am so sorry.
Well, at least you're not Jables.
This is true. No matter what, at the end of the day, at least I'm not Jables. It's made of lightweight carbon fiber and other materials like aluminum, silicon, and foil. The Mars helicopter is a technology demonstration mission. That means that the overall success of the Mars 2020 rover mission that it's a part of won't hinge on the success of the helicopter. It's tagging.
Hold on, Addie.
Okay.
You know, people wonder why I drink so much. I'm just gonna direct them to this episode from now on.
Oh, shut up, Jables. That's not why you drink. I know why you drink. I saw Pov's tiny penis, too.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Jables, are you done whining like a bitch so I can continue reading now?
I think he's done.
I think he hung himself.
He did not hang himself. He would have called me first.
Oh no. Larry, what are you doing? Oh no! I am not watching that right now. Fucking Larry. Rimshee, after this you should probably click that link and show it on the stream.
I am not going to.
Oh, come on.
I am not crazy. You're not my supervisor!
Hey, this is true.
On top of that, my ceilings are too low for me to hang myself anyways.
Well, you have to break your kneecaps first. If you break your knees, it doesn't matter how tall you are. Like, you hang yourself from the ceiling, even if you can, like, stand up and touch the ceiling, you hang yourself from the ceiling, you get the noose taut around your neck, and then you take a ball-peen hammer and smash both your kneecaps. I put a lot of thought into this. I can't finish this. I'm sorry. I can't. Every time I have to stop reading, my my speech impediment gets worse.
Okay.
Then just drink and keep going.
Yeah.
Just drink and keep going. That's your advice? All right. Hold on. I'm gonna take Rimshee's advice. Let's see.
Oh no.
See, so much better.
I can't drink and read at the same time, you fucking retard.
But you can.
There are huge challenges to flying on Mars. The power source can't be combustion unless it uses hydrazine because there's no oxygen. The atmosphere is so thin you'd need enormous wings, which is problematic for the trip to Mars. And any aircraft would have to be autonomous because you can't control it remotely from here on Earth. But there's a ton of benefits to getting an aircraft to work on Mars. It can be used to scope out a landing area for other missions with much greater precision than any orbiter. It could explore raised features, fly into lava pipes, and basically extend the scientific reach of any rover or lander mission it was part of. That's why NASA keeps working on it. Yeah, go ahead. Dave, let's take over. Every time I get a line break and every time I search for where the next paragraph starts, my throat seizes up. I've got a really bad stutter. With like a lot of like speech therapy growing up, I was able to curb it a lot, but I don't know. Tonight it's just fucking...
Well, NASA is creating awesome helicopters that may be able to teach us stuff about Mars and other such things. I think we're good.
Okay.
Alright, so...
Pretty much it.
Do we want to talk about Peru, or do we want to talk about another Mars?
The other Mars one is just cool pictures.
Wait, there's another
That's
Mars?
Really all this. There's another Mars article.
Yeah, but it's kind of cool. I guess we'll just breeze through it. Curiosity rover just saw 2 eclipses on Mars.
Oh.
Yeah.
There we go.
Cool.
It's on the screen.
Fuck off, Bart.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
But it was a combination of eclipses, which was kind of cool.
Yeah.
March 17th and 26th each had its own eclipse. That's kind of cool. But there's a lot that's not worth reading. So let's move on to the next one. Let's talk about Peru. Go for it, Jables.
Okay. Along the coast of Peru, scientists discover an ancient whale with 4 legs. Yes, this is a whale.
Apparently.
Take that, Ken Hovind. Ken Ham.
Wow, you're
There's a
roboting.
transitional species, you pieces of shit.
Keep reading.
Take that, you fucking... Take that, you fuck...
What the hell just happened?
Species. Alright, so, around 50 million years ago, whales began inching toward planet-wide colonization. At the time, reveals research published Thursday in... Wow. That's a sentence. Okay. At the time, reveals research published Thursday in Current Biology, they were small, hooved, legged, and landlocked animals living in South Asia. Quite unlike the giant, streamlined humpbacks and bowheads we know today. While scientists know that whales' ancestors came from the sea onto land and evolved once again live in the sea, I'm not even gonna do corrections anymore for this shit. I'm just gonna read the articles as they are. The exact details of that journey have been sparse. The new paper reveals an important piece of the puzzle: evidence of a 4-legged whale that lived along the coast of Peru 42.6 million years ago. The international team named this newly identified species Paragocetus pacificus, or the traveling whale that reached the Pacific. Lame. This skeleton, dug out from coastal desert Playa Media Luna is the first indisputable record of a quadrupedal whale skeleton for the whole Pacific Ocean. Additionally, it's the most complete skeleton found outside of India and Pakistan, and is the oldest found yet in the Americas. Woo! Appearance-wise, this whale did not look like the whales we have come to know. Like its ancestors in South Asia, it still had small hooves, which indicate that it was still capable of standing and even walking on land. Bones in its tail are reminiscent of beavers' and otters' tails, suggesting that the body part was essential to its swimming capability. Overall, the ancient animal was 4 meters long, and the physical evidence suggests it possessed locomotion abilities that enabled it to travel great distances. This specimen's existence also demonstrates that 4-legged whales were able to cross the South Atlantic Ocean and disperse as far as the Pacific Ocean, all while retaining functional weight-bearing limbs less than 20 million years ago after their origin. The scientists believe that its descendants later and gradually migrated both farther north and south until whales reached a truly global distribution. Okay. While the journey is still impressive from South Asia to the western coast of Africa to South America, research say that was in part possible because the distance between the latter two continents was half what it is today. This ancient whale also would have been assisted by westward surface current, which pushed it onward as it swam. Today, all cetaceans, whales, dolphins, and porpoises are descendants of these 4-legged colonizers. Even the earliest fully aquatic whales still wore visual reminders of their past, little external hind limbs that streamed behind them uselessly in modern times. Scientists still occasionally discover a living whale with the vestiges of small hind limbs hiding inside its body wall. And then there's a summary about the article that's about the same length as the article.
It's like a paragraph less. But, I mean, they fucking included these little colonizers. I mean, if we're gonna talk about colonizers, we may as well talk about Jesse Smollett.
Oh.
Oh, yeah. Heidi, you're gonna like that one.
Oh, no.
Jesse Smollett charged with staging 400-year-long legacy of slavery, Jim Crow, and prison industrial complex in America. USA. Empire actor Jesse Smollett has been charged with staging an elaborate hoax involving a nation with a 400-year legacy of slavery. Jim Crow and unequal prison sentencing. Radio host confirmed today. Police managed to nab the inventor of racism in America, Jesse Smollett, today. Political commentator and radio host Dave Shiner said on his third straight show focusing on the topic. Smollett even went as far as to create a fictional organization called the KKK, which once had as high as 6 million hoax members, all created by the Empire actor. The radio host laid out how Smollett had not only written a racist letter to himself in a disgusting effort to increase his own salary, but how he also created detailed backstories for each and every discriminatory mandatory sentencing law and riot over every police brutality. Mm-hmm. The sad part is really that this just hurts the next nation to come along and try to tell people it once had a law where one race was only considered 3/5 human. Shiner continued, "Who will believe that nation now?" Smollett's personal trainer was also reportedly paid to help stage the elaborate hoax of a nation struggling to come to terms with its history of segregation, discriminatory housing policies, and a civil war fought over whether or not black people were people. The Hard Times is continuing to follow this story as it develops.
Yeah.
I have to pee!
The fuck was that? Oh, man. That's a hot take.
Yeah. So, man, Jesse, I'm surprised that he would do it. Did Jesse invent a time machine?
No, Jesse's actually semi-immortal.
Ah, so he was Toby. If none of you got that joke, then go watch the movie Roots, goddammit. Or read a book. Yep. So,
We got one
he's
more.
going to be in a lot of trouble for faking all that.
It's so much trouble. Let's go. Let's talk about something even lighter.
Wait, I'm back. Why is Scott Pilgrim on the screen?
I don't know. It's at the bottom of that page. But we can also talk about the female bassist suddenly realizing a love song is about her.
Yes, female bassist suddenly realizes love song is about her. State College, Pennsylvania. Bassist Cassie Beckford reportedly had an epiphany while performing live with her band Goron Curse on Friday night. Her band's new song, In the Pocket With You, is definitely about her. We usually practice in my garage, so I can't really hear the lyrics, she recounted mere minutes after walking off stage, but there's no denying it. I finally heard Randall Oddsworth through the monitors, loud and clear, slapping some low-end, please be more than a friend. It made me want to vomit blood.
Metal.
They finished their first song, and the singer said, "We're going to do something a little different." Then he turned to the band and mouthed, "New one." And said Forrest Smith, who witnessed Beckford's horrific moment of enlightenment. She looked super confused for a moment. She even audibly asked, "Wait, what?" to no one in particular, and turned bright red. She kept playing, though. Throughout the rest of the set, Beckford's usually confrontational and intense stage presence became a sheepish avoidance of eye contact with the audience and other band members, especially God's. Bartender Shauna King remembered some of the song's more egregious lyrics. "You keep plucking the 4 strings of my heart" was particularly cheesy. But the worst had to be, "Your fat bottom end holds down my rhythm." He said, "I shudder with abject horror at the memory." Beckford said she had no idea Godsworth was interested in being more than just band members. "I thought we agreed most of our songs would be about the Legend of Zelda." "I guess it explains the Triforce necklace Randall got me for Christmas when no one else in the band got anything," said Beckford, clutching the pendant. Then she revealed she would definitely not ride home with the group van with Godsworth, who was last seen wistfully searching the crowd for Beckford during the rest of the evening's performances. "It was one of the funniest things I've ever seen. I mean, straight guys can be utterly clueless. Ha! Oh well. We've got Cassie's bass rig in my RAV4, so we can leave whenever," laughed Beckford's girlfriend Monica Holloway on their way out of the venue. Yep.
I really like this picture though that they have. It's like, oh shit.
Yep. Fucking beautiful.
Perfect.
Oh no.
All right, we're pretty much at the end. We've only got a few minutes before we have to get going, but do you have any grievances you want to bring forward, Jables?
Yeah. Well, stop hating me.
Speak up. No one can hear you with that bitch voice.
Can people stop hating me, please?
No! Bar's taste in porn is Nunya. I've watched some Nunya porn.
Bar's taste in porn is vanilla. We've talked about it before.
Bar's porn career, however, is also Nunya.
Be sure to check out the GoFundMe. It's at the very top of the description. That's to help people get to Io and Eru's wedding. That's happening this fall. That's for anybody that lives far away. You know, we're gonna try to raise some money, especially for like Nick to go. And then it's going to be distributed to other people that are having issues with money to get there. Ward Off Demons has a Twitch channel. That link's down there. Check out our sister channel, Locked and Loaded. They're good live every Monday night at 6 p.m. Pacific, I think. 5?
Yeah, something like that.
Pacific Standard Time. Let's see. Join the Discord. I don't know. Check out Ross Bugden. He did our intro. Go follow Addiemonster on Twitter or Instagram.
Oh God, why? Don't do that. It's a bad idea.
Follow me on Twitter. Could always use more followers.
Are you just stretching this out? God,
no, I'm trying to figure out everything to shill because we got a lot of shit to shill.
We do.
We got 6 minutes and I need more booze.
But I will say this: holy, there's only $175 raised in this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh shit!
Yeah, so people put money to help get people out to Ao and Eru's wedding. It'll be fun.
Yeah, every dollar helps.
Every dollar helps.
Copy the link, and share it around. Yeah, if you can't donate anything, copy the link, share it around. That helps get more eyes on it. Explain the situation.
And then people who don't even know about anything might donate to help people get out to the wedding.
Yeah. And be sure in 5 minutes to go over to the YouTube Saints channel, which I'm sure all of you will, because I recognize all of you.
I don't know who Larry Kubiak is.
I banned him once, but someone let him back in.
Yeah.
Biotech Babe made a Tinder profile. Keep an eye out for that.
Oh no.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye out for that. Yeah. But Big Money Salvia's gonna be on YouTube Saints tonight. Check that out.
Yeah. Yeah, so we shut the fuck up and leave. Bye everyone, have a good night.
Bring your A comment game.
Yeah.
Make sure to keep your etiquette good.
Yeah, I'm trying to get properly fucking blitzed before the show starts.
Well then drink harder!
End it any time, Rimshee.
I will end it when I desire. A wizard ends it when he desires.
Just like last week when you kept it running for like 3 extra hours.
I will end it when I desire. I will not do it as you tell me. I swear to Christ. I swear to Christ, I will burn you to the ground, and I will turn this into something that you do not want me to turn it into. I